Hello Inklings, I'm Bianca and welcome back to Project TBR Zero. So let's get right into what I read, what I didn't read, and all of that jazz for February 2025. This is chapter, I think, 14 in this series. If you'd like to watch the previous videos, I have quite a few. I'll link the playlist down below. I've been doing this challenge for over a year now, so watch that, watch last month's update, and let's get into what happened this month. Okay, the first book that I read I did not own, but I was buddy reading, and then there were none with my partner. We were reading this for a few months and we were reading it out loud to each other, so that was really fun. And we were still in Japan at the beginning of February, so we finished that while we were in Japan together, so that was really cool. Next book I read is What You're Looking For Is in the Library. I think my sister has my copy of that right now in her room, so I'm not going to go looking for it, but I think that was one of my favorite books that I've read so far this year. It was so good. Really enjoyed it. Then I listened to the audiobook of Love Light Farms, or I guess finished it. Did not really love that. Not so sure about whether I will be continuing that series. So yeah, it was meh. I did start it in December and then yeah, it got pushed to February. I watched It Ends With Us on the plane on the way back, or yeah, I think it was on the way back, and I really liked the movie, so I ended up reading the book. I think I listened to the audiobook the last couple of months of February, and it was a time. Definitely deals with some heavier topics, but yeah, I quite enjoyed the book. I don't know why like lots of people hate it. I think it's you either hate that or you love it. And I do still want to read the sequel. I think it starts with us. But yeah, had fun reading that one. Then I reread The Hunger Games. So this is gonna go into other because I do own my copy of The Hunger Games, but it was a reread. So I was trying to reread The Hunger Games in preparation for the new book being released. And then I read Drowned in the Name of Love. I think I got an ARC copy of this, so I was super duper excited for that. And I started reading it in January and then I finished it in February around Valentine's Day, just in time for its release date. It is, I mean, think Pirates of the Caribbean meets The Ballad of the Archer and the Fox. It's very whimsical, cozy vibes, but also very piratesy. Reading that also made me want to rewatch all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, so I forced my boyfriend to watch them all with me while we were in Japan. So that was really fun and nostalgic. I did read another book from my shelf, Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, and that book undid me, honestly. Oh my god. It was so good, but it just Jessa Hastings has a way of ripping your heart out, but just read the books if you haven't. This is part of the Magnolia Parks universe where 3 books follow Magnolia, and then I think there's going to be 4 books in total that follow Daisy, but 2 are currently released, so we're waiting for the last 2 in Daisy's story. Yeah, I can't decide which ones I like more. It was a great time. Let me just say that, and I have no regrets. Then I finished Catching Fire, which again, I own a copy, but this was a reread for me, so this one does not count towards the challenge, unfortunately. I think Catching Fire is probably my favorite of the original trilogy, I have to say. And on that note, if you like Catching Fire, you would probably like Sunrise on the Reaping because, I don't know, they have like kind of similar vibes. So, yes, loved my reread, had an amazing time. And then the nostalgia continued because I finished rereading The Host. I did actually start rereading this the previous year, but it took me quite a while, and then I was just like, okay, we just need to finish it. Let's just finish it this month. So I did, and it was good. I was just living in the nostalgia really. So I wasn't making a ton of progress on my TBR challenge this month. Also because I did not mention this, but we were moving house at the same time. So I didn't really have access to the books. I was kind of unpacking towards the end of February, start of May, and like it's the middle of May now, and I'm only now just happy and settled with the bookshelves and what they're looking like. So I feel like I haven't been super on track for the beginning of this year because of traveling and moving and all of that. And that just explains even more why I've been behind with videos. So thank you so much for sticking with me and watching this challenge and supporting me. I'm going to try to be more focused on this challenge now that I feel more organized and I have so many fun ideas. So stick around, follow, subscribe if you're not already, and thank you so much for watching. If you have watched up to here, please leave a bow and arrow emoji in the comments in honor of Katniss. And let me know, were you a Hunger Games girly? Were you a Twilight girly? Did you ever read The Host? What is your nostalgia that you want to relive this year? I want to know. I'm so curious. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Keep reading, Inklings. Bye.